We are always talking about how we need to become leaders someday. To become Imperial Master, you have to undergo the experience of growing as a leader. Hello, I'm Hye Jung. My Atomy membership number is 6744. You all laughed when I said that, right? Today, I won't be giving you any advice as an Imperial Master. Instead, I'd like to share my personal journey in a way that feels like chatting with your big sister. When I first started out at Atomy, I was really overwhelmed. From my time as a sales master to becoming an Imperial Master, I came to understand that being a sponsor is a necessary part of the job, even if it's not our preferred task, and we must strive to do a better job at it. Today, I'd like to discuss the journey of being a sponsor. I believe that a sponsor's role is primarily to be present, to be there for you. I think that's all it takes to be a sponsor. Before becoming sales masters, we start out as agents. It was the same for me. However, my sponsor was growing so fast that she didn't have much time for me. She'd be in Chunjeongdo for 3 days a week, then Jeju Island for another 3 days. So no matter where I went, she wasn't around. Back when I was an agent and would visit the center, I always wished that someone would be there to greet me and offer me a cup of coffee. I remember being on the bus to seminars and thinking, it would be so nice to have a sponsor who could just be there for you. It would be great to have someone who could be present. When you have a partner, your next role as a sponsor is to accompany them. When you're out there facing rejection, it hurts a lot less when you have a partner with you. It is also to raise your PV, which is why I loved having that companionship. It was really empowering for me. I felt 100 times better whenever I made a sale, and rejection didn't scare me at all. Being a sponsor means you have to provide presence and companionship. As you accompany them, explain our business and products, tell them about what kind of person President Hang Gil Park is and his vision for the company, you'll find yourself moving forward without stopping. Before you know it, you'll have Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4, and so on. When that time comes, you have to put everything you have on the line. I like to call it in the all-in era. I invested my experience, passion, time, and even my own capital into it. I know the word capital may be unsettling to some of you, but some of our partners are really struggling, so I try to help them, whether that's buying them a hot meal or covering their train fare if they've traveled from far away. I encourage you to invest generously in this area. Having an all-in era is a must. During that era, organizations experience explosive growth. When we come out on top after the all-in era, we become the Royal Masters and the Crown Masters. When that time comes, we must provide our partners with opportunities to grow. You need to share with them the time and effort you put into your leadership. Try leading your own organization. Try leading an entire seminar. Give counseling a try. If there's a team with a problem, try meeting with them in person. Once you let them take charge, they will naturally step up and become leaders. But keep this in mind, that you can't just let them do as they please. When granting authority, it's crucial to offer guidance and caution. Some issues will be beyond your ability to solve. Don't hesitate to call me. You can count on me to have your back. Then they will work up the courage and give it a try. Remember to give them the time they need. It is essential to give them the experience of growing as a leader. After that, we can finally become the Imperial Masters we've been striving to be. When I became an Imperial Master, I asked my sponsor, what does a sponsor have to do? What exactly is expected of a leader? The answer I received from my sponsor was, an Imperial Master is a problem solver. A problem solver isn't someone who wastes time trying to pinpoint the cause or figure out who's to blame. Instead, they focus on solving the problem, providing support, and sometimes making personal sacrifices to quietly restore peace within the organization. I was told that is the responsibility of an Imperial Master. I had a recent experience that taught me a lesson. My mother fell ill last year, and I was pacing anxiously outside the ER. During that time, I had a chance to reflect on my past and gain some important insights. As someone single and without children, I had never truly understood the extent extent of the sacrifice made by working mothers with children at Atomy. I was terrified as my 90-year-old mother was in the ER, so I could only imagine how much worse it must have been for working mothers of Atomy who had to leave their sick children in the ER to go to work. Why didn't I hold their hands? Why didn't I comfort them? That's when I realized that as much as we need a quiet problem solver, we also need a grandmother figure who shows genuine concern by asking questions such as, have you eaten? How's your husband doing? Did your kid get a good job? It occurred to me that the most important responsibility of an Imperial Master is to offer emotional support and comfort to the members when they respond to their inquiries. If only I had known the importance of this emotional support when I was a Diamond Master. I wish I had known it when I was a Sharon Rose Master, but I didn't realize it back then. It didn't occur to me, and it probably didn't occur to you either. But I realized something when I became an Imperial Master and went through the COVID-19 era. Being present, companionship, support council, all in empowerment, acting as a problem solver, emotional support. I learned that all of these concepts are interconnected. Our people are our everything, and if we neglect any of these, it can halt one's progress toward becoming an Imperial Master. I've been through it all. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I spent a lot of time reflecting. I hope my story will encourage you to take a break from your business ventures for a moment and think about you, me, and us once again. Thank you.